Foodie Dean, and today I've got something very interesting for you. And we are going to be making bacon wrapped onion rings. Now, how many of you guys like onion rings? I've always liked onion rings since I was a kid, and now we're going to take it up to another notch, another level, and we're going to do bacon wrapped onion rings. Now, you may have not heard of them, but that's what we're going to go ahead and do today. So, in order to do the bacon wrapped onion rings, first thing that we're going to need obviously is going to be onions. Now for here, I have tried to get the biggest onions possible, and you're going to see why in a minute, why we're going to need that. Other than that, next to that, of course, we do have bacon, and you want to just have regular thin bacon, not the thick bacon, because the thick bacon doesn't really work out too well. After that, you're going to need some of your favorite barbecue sauce, and I like to use either barbecue sauce and Tabasco or barbecue sauce and the red hot sauce. So whatever your favorite is, that's okay, and you're going to see how we're going to go ahead and use that. But you can kind of customize that. You can use sriracha, a lot of different things that you can go ahead and use to go ahead and do that. And we're going to need some cocktail skewers, and these work out really good because they're not too big. They're about the right size. So we'll go ahead and see that. So based on that, let's go ahead and get to the next step and let's start cutting up some of these onions. And you're going to kind of see what we're going to do. We do waste a little bit of the onions, but that's okay. We kind of have to. We do have to cut them pretty thick. And the tops and the bottoms we're not going to use. We'll use that for something else. And then now here, typically we're going to want to do 2 onions. So that's going to be one giant onion ring. And then we're going to again pull out probably another 2. Here's another big onion ring. And then these again we're going to save for something else. We'll go on to our next one here. We'll do the same thing. Cut this one just a little bit more here. And the reason we want to do 2 is because they're going to go ahead and that way they won't break. And it's not going to be too much. I guarantee you they're going to be fine. So, that's usually about the size. Probably some of these here, maybe we'll leave, but most likely probably going to be too small. So let me get all the other onions cut and then I'll show you on to the next step. So I'm just going to cut some of the other onions, get them ready, and then we'll go on to the next step. So. Alright, so at this stage we have all the onions cut, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how we're going to go ahead and do the bacon. One thing I did want to go ahead and repeat again, on the onions, they are pretty thick. I do have 2 little slices of the onions all together because we want it nice and thick so it keeps its shape. So if you look all of them, there's 2 little layers of the onions on all of these. So next thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and get our sauce. Here again, whatever your favorite sauce is, sriracha, whatever, it just gives it a little bit of the flavor inside. So we'll put the sauce on one side, turn it over, and then brush it on the other side again with the sauce. Get on there as much as you can. And this is again why you could make the sauce spicy, because as you see, it's not going to get a lot of the sauce. It's just going to be, you know, in on the to coat the onion. So from there, we're going to go ahead and grab some bacon, and then we're going to start wrapping our onion. So once we start wrapping our onion, we're going to kind of start here, a little bit here. You really do not want to overlap the bacon, because if not, it's not going to crisp. So basically, once you start it, you want it to go next to it, side by side. So once you start the first one, you wrap it around and keep wrapping it around again. Get another piece of bacon. And some of these are going to depend. Some of the smaller ones may take 1 piece of bacon, but some of the bigger ones may take 3 pieces of bacon. So it just depends on the size of that onion. And this one again is going to take probably 3 pieces. We might have to cut it, but that's why I got the scissors here, so we can do that. set it down, and then here is where our toothpicks are going to come into play, or our skewers. And of course, before serving, we're going to pull the skewers out. So we got that there. All right, so now at this stage, we have all the onion rings wrapped with the sauce on there. And again, it's up to you. I like to put a little bit of the sauce on the outside because it gives it a nice glaze and it'll give it a nice color once these are done. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over these, put a little bit of our barbecue sauce with the spice on there. So we'll go through all these and then make sure we got these all covered. I don't know about you guys, but these are looking damn good. And I know what they taste like. Okay, so now we got the sauce on there. And then now I'm gonna be using some of my Money rub here. Or you can use any rub that you want, but this is the one that I like to use. And we're just gonna give it a little bit of a sprinkle on the outside just to give it a little bit more pop, a little bit more flavor. And that rub sticks really good because of all the barbecue sauce and stuff we put on the outside. All right, I think that looks really good. Okay, so then now our next step is we're gonna go ahead and put it on our smoker, and I like to put them on indirect heat because the fat starts falling down and it starts doing flare up. So it's very important to put it up onto the indirect heat, or sometimes what you can do is you can put either a piece of aluminum foil or something underneath the grates, so that way when the fat falls down it doesn't flare up. Or sometimes I'll use like one of these 99-cent pans or something, the foil pans, and put it underneath. Or if you don't have a barbecue, you can actually go ahead and do it in the oven also. So let me go ahead and put it out there in the smoker, and we'll see soon once these are ready. So I'm excited. We'll see you guys in probably 20-25 minutes. All right, so finally we've got the onion rings off of the smoker. They're nice and golden, crunchy. They smell wonderful. But now is the important part. Let's go ahead and taste them and see what these taste like. So let's go ahead and kind of jump in here. Let me go ahead and cut this one up here so you can go ahead and kind of see. Nice and crispy, crunchy. And I'm gonna go ahead and try this one here. Let me see. Oh wow. That is good. I think it's true what they say. Everything is better than bacon. So now you guys can go ahead and try bacon wrapped onion rings. And I want to make sure that you guys are adventurous, try new things and experiment. And if you like the video, make sure that you subscribe and click the notification bell. And we're going to be bringing you a lot more food and everything having to do with food, adventures, everything all together. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.